Great. Dennis, lovely to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. No.
And it's
Yes.
Dennis Not
Dennis Nowell.
Nowell.
Yes.
N-O-U...
N-O-W-E-L-L.
Great.
The first.
Nowell the first.
As my dad would say.
And so, where are you from?
I'm from Arnthorpe, born and bred. Yes.
And was that the Pit village that you were...
The Pit village, yes, Arnthorpe.
And you were born and bred there?
Yes, born and bred, yes.
In the same house?
Well, my dad come down from Lankin. I'm 74, so you can tell how long I've been at village.
Good one, yeah, right.
And I think it's best village in the world. I call it my village. Well, everybody who admires Arnthorpe, which I do, I can't wait. A lot of people think I'm an idiot when I go away and I can't wait to get back to Arnthorpe. I think Arnthorpe's fantastic.
Really?
You know, I grew up in it, got a lot of friends in it, worked at Pit with a lot of great people, you know, men and women, worked in canteen. It's been good stuff.
Brilliant.
And the miners built the back magic were a farming community first, yeah, but it's the miners what, obviously, when the Pit came, they built all houses for miners, you know, and that were it.
And is there any evidence of the Pit left?
Yes, up Pit top we've got two little concrete pinnacles, middle at shafts, where last year we put a little memorial up, you know, for them. Plus we've got this, which we're done here, we've got the miners' flag we've got done here. We've got that flying there, and we've got that flying at the big memorial garden in Arnthorpe.
Brilliant. And when did it close?
Oh, good grief, 19... Oh, you've got me there. Stumped me. 1996, I think.
Oh,
yes, I think
it's one
it
of
was.
the early
like
ones,
that,
really.
Yeah.
And did it close because of non-productivity? Or?
Well, I don't know. I'd finished them, but I think there's still loads of thousands of tons of coal still left down Markham. I think it was more political. Right. Why Markham shut, same as a lot more. Yeah. You know, it should have been, that pit should have been still here today, same as a lot more. But that's it.
Do you like water, Dennis?
Would you like a glass of water or anything?
Yes, please.
So your dad was a miner?
My dad was a miner, yes.
and
all my family were miners.
So how many of you were
there? I've got three sisters. I've got three sisters, which two's died now, and a brother, he was a miner. My dad was a miner. My uncles were a miner. My two of my sisters' husbands were miners. You know, and yeah, it runs in family. Gosh. One was an overman at Pit, Kenny Robinson, he was a great bloke. You know, it's to me, that salt of earth is miners. It's you know, when I grew up playing guitar and not what, in village, you know, I met a lot more in clubs and pubs then. But when I started at Pit, it was like you met them then, you know.
Yeah, you met them.
When I used to go in a club called Mill Lane Club, it was one of the biggest clubs in Yorkshire then. I was only about 5 or 6, my mum and dad used to take me in every weekend. You know, and I used to look in, as a little lad, I used to look up, and some of them, I used to say to me, Dad, are they giants? You know, there was a bloke called Jeremy Jerrison, Jack Cheetham, they were always together, then they were like relations, but they were two big men. Well, Jack still is, Jack's still alive, Jerry, but I used to look up then, I used to be, oh, giants of a men, you know. But then, as you got older, I met him, then obviously when I got to Pit, I met him because I was in blacksmith shop. You meet everybody in blacksmith shop, and it went from there.
So what was your dad in the mine?
My dad, he was all his hand, my dad was.
All his hands?
Yeah.
So what was that? Moving up and down, delivering stuff to the
Delivering,
place?
yeah, that's right, yeah.
And is that working with ponies, or?
Well, I don't know, but like I say, when I started, there were 4 ponies in Pit, so obviously, when we've been working there a few years, like, obviously the ponies would be working then. I don't know how many there were, but there's always a special pony, what they did up, you know, for shows and that.
All right.
It beautiful, yeah.
So one of the...
How can I remember 2 names? Codger and Prince. I can't remember what the 2 when I started.
Codger and Prince.
Codger and Prince. Oh, thanks very much.
There you go.
Bit of whiskey in that.
Bit of whiskey, yeah. Just a wee dram.
Yeah, try.
You're alright, Laurence.
I'm brilliant, thanks.
See you in a bit.
So you first, how old were you when you went in?
I was 15.
15, so did you leave school early, or was that the time to leave?
15 when I left school, left in March. I went painting for a fortnight, then I went straight to the pit. Want enough money painting. Yeah, want enough money. So I went to the pit and I got my first week's wage, I got a big fiver, and I thought, oh, good grief. When I give it to my mum, I've never seen it since.
And did you want to go down, or did the family want you to go down, or was it?
Well, I went to the pit because, like everybody else, it was good money.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you take painting. I started on a Wednesday. I started at 7:30 while 9 at night because they were doing a contract at school, and I did that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday morning, and I got what were it, 12 shilling. You know, and I thought, oh, good grief. Well, I don't know much about money, but my mum says, I think I'm going to go up and see so and so. You going to the pit? So that's how I got to the pit.
Gosh.
Yeah.
And what did you do when you were? Because when you ended up being a blacksmith.
Yes, I went down the pit first, and I really enjoyed it. When I come out, and I went in tub shop where they did it tubs. They used to repair the tubs and put the new tubs, and then the foreman blacksmith come and asked me to come in the blacksmith shop.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got to say this, and I never looked back.
Did he pick you out, or did he just?
I don't know. I knew the family, but he come to see me, and and asked me to go in. So I don't know, and I jumped straight at the chance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I jumped straight at the chance, and when I look back at it, I'm glad I did. You know.
Great skill, great, incredible craft.
It was a credible craft, yeah. There were some great guys in there, Joe Winfield, Sam, Kelly Walker. They're all great blacksmiths, little flat caps on.
So how big was this? So this is Armthorpe Blacksmith.
This is Armthorpe
And it
Blacksmith.
served the mine.
Yes.
So it wasn't like a general blacksmith. It was actually in the mine complex.
Yes, and you had shops. You had fitting shop. We worked next to a fitting shop. Then they were joiner's shop, electrical shop, welding shop. The great people.
So how many people were in the blacksmith shop?
In blacksmith shop, there used to be about 2 on each shift. That's at 6. And we were about 8 on days, day shift.
And then what are you primarily making?
We're making like clams to go on girders, hanging stuff, and big tow bars, and we made links. We made all sorts. We made it for the outfit. Not only did we do that, see, we were shaftmen as well. We had 4 shaftmen, but we did a lot of shaft work, installing pipe ranges. Anything you do, we installed it. Plus, we changed winding ropes, capped the winding ropes, changed the guide ropes, changed arm rod, all safety gear what were on it. Yeah. Changed it. I always remember when we first put the skips in. We started on a Saturday morning, and I think it was
What's a skip?
A skip. It's a skip where we used to have cages. You had 2 tubes, top and bottom, with coal. Right. When they put skips in, they were big, long steel things. Right. When they went to pit bottom, there were about 8 or 10 tons shot into the skip. Right. And when it come up, 8 tons shot out.
Oh, I got you.
So it were that's what you call a skip.
So very much like a skip you put rubbish in.
Yes. Well, I like that. You call it rubbish now, yeah.
No, you know what I mean.
Well, there is a skip at that. I went to middle of last year. That pit round here was still open. Show you things. That's got a skip. I've even got a photo stood outside of it, exactly same as what we had. But yes, when we first put them in, we all went on a Saturday morning at 6 o'clock, and we went home Monday afternoon about 3.
Good Lord.
Because obviously a renewal thing.
Yeah.
So we had to do it. Yeah.
So were you working on with a forge and an anvil?
Forge, yes, forge, anvil. Yeah.
Jesus, so it was a real deal.
Great stuff. Big drop hammer.
Wow.
Steam hammer, great stuff. We used to knock everything out. Chisels, anything what pit wanted, we made. It's
incredible. I mean, how long was the apprenticeship for that, or did you just learn?
Well, there wasn't no apprenticeship in blacksmith shops. You just worked 4 or 5 years, and that were it. Until later, some of them come in and went on a welding apprenticeship. You did your apprenticeship on the shop floor at blacksmith shop.
Because there's a lot of technical stuff to learn. I mean, all the temperatures of the metal.
Oh yeah, we everything. White metal. We used to have white metal, and we had to heat it up to a certain temperature before we could pour it.
Yeah.
But then we went off that onto resin, You know, white metal, you had to cool it down with air before you could re-hang cage or skip. But then when we started doing resin it caps, that went up pretty quick. We could nearly hang it in about 20 minutes. You know, that was the difference between an hour and a half with white metal to resin.
And with the white metal, you were talking about aluminium.
Pouring, yeah.
You're going down a pit and you're melting it down the pit to
No, you melted it up pit top. What it is, the end of the winding rope, you've got a cap. Right? Every 6 months you change the cap. You know, and you put it up that way, and then you have to all end of rope, you have to pull out all strands, you know, and put like a block underneath, so it didn't run out. Right. Then you pour it in. You just pour the white metal in. So great stuff. I learned a lot in blacksmith shop, a hell of a lot. There were a hell of a lot of great guys, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, good men, flat caps there were, and I just happened to get in at the time where they were all alive, obviously, and they learnt you a lot of things. And I've got to say this: when you did anything good, they always pat you on the back, and that to me was more than money. Yeah. And I did that a few times when they had all died off and young ones come along, look, just Andy Crossland and a few more like that. If they did something good, I used to pat them on the back, and it was good stuff. You know, but I've got to say this: when I look back on my life, I was fetched up with some really good blokes, really good old blacksmiths, especially Foreman Archie. He had one eye Archie and had big biceps out really? You know.
So how old would Archie be when you were working with him?
Oh, good grief. I would say 19, he'd be, I think in his 40s, middle 40s, I think. I'm only guessing at that. Yeah. Only guessing.
And was he one of these giants?
To me, he was a giant of a man, yeah.
And he ran the blacksmith shop?
He ran the blacksmith shop. Obviously, after Archie finished, Wilf Mitchell come along then, George Siswell, and I did a bit. And you know, it's...
so you ran it in the end?
Yeah, no, I did run it. Many a time I got charged as a job, but many a time, same as when foremen were off, I did cappings and everything like that. Because it were interesting, capping winding ropes, changing a winding rope, changing a guide rope, you know, going on egg gears and putting other caps on other end of the rope. There were always something interesting, you know, but we made everything. It was great stuff. You know, but we had, like I said, we worked at shafts as well, putting girders in, putting pipe ranges in, you name it, we put them in.
So that way you got to know everybody, really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially when blokes come in shop for different things. I mean, we had a little pick hole up pit top. What a pick hole means, it's where a bloke does picks, hardens them and tapers them, you know. And then a lot of them come in our shop for it as well, you know. I mean, so we had to do them. And you got to know everybody, or they come to pick a clam up, or they come to pick. Someone took to take the out pit. Yeah. You met everybody, you know, and they got to know you, and you got to know them, and it was good stuff. You know, and that went round when you went down pit. They'd see you, hey, up Dennis, or you say, hey, up Bill or Jim, whatever it was. And but I've got to say this: they stuck together, the North Miners. Always stuck together. I've got to see, it were a bond. Like I put in, you know, I mean, our memorial ground, I mean, Archie Dodson, his son, started our memorial off. And knowing him and knowing everybody else, everybody were involved, electricians, you know what I mean? It's great stuff.
Yeah. How big was the pit? How many men in the pit?
Well, when I started, we were 2,700. Then it dropped down to, I think, we're at 2,400, then 2,000, 1,500. And I think when I left, I'm not so sure, I think it was 1,400, but then I got told it dropped down to 800. You know, it's great stuff.
So when did you leave and go on to another job?
I did, yes, I left. What I did, I didn't want to do it, but it same as anybody else. There was a lot going. Everybody were going, and a lot of my mates were going, and there were a lot stopped, but a lot of my good mates were going, and I thought, well, I'm going to go. But they all went to end. A lot of them went. But I got a job with Amco, and I got a job at Thorn Pit doing the cappings for them and things like that. And then...
So you carried on in another pit?
Oh, yeah. I got a job with that and I enjoyed it. It was good. And that's a lot of good people with that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So how long were you at Thorn?
Oh, I think about 2 years. Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. There was a bloke called Arthur Blincorn. I mean, Arthur was a big bloke in Art Pit, and he finished, and he went with Amco, and he went to Thorn Pit, Arthur, and when I got there, and I went down Pit and see what he'd done, it was like walking into a palace in Pit Bottom, what he'd done, Arthur,
really?
Because that's what type of bloke he was. You know, he got so much under his bonnet, and he did it, Arthur did.
So it's like incredible craftsmanship, beautiful
He is, yeah, I mean, he was good, everybody knew he was a good worker, he was, and he good gaffer of men. But, there's one thing about him I didn't know, because I played guitar 7 nights a week, and I went to this club, and I couldn't believe this. I seen this bloke playing organ, because that time of day they had a good organist or a drummer on, and I thought, I know him from back. It was him. I thought, bloody, I never knew, because his fingers were bloody thick, I never knew I said, I never knew you could play an organ. He said, played it years, didn't he? I thought, see, it goes to show, isn't it?
Wow.
You can know a bloke all your life, and you just didn't know that.
Gosh.
Great stuff.
So you play guitar 7 nights a week?
Yes, I did, yes.
What? How come? What was all that about? When did you performing or?
No, well, how it come about, I used to tap dance and ballet dance in village.
Did you?
Yeah, of course I did.
Did you?
Why not? And then when I was 14, there were a picture house in Armthorpe called Scaler, and I went there one night, there was a film on, and a bloke was playing a guitar. That was it. That was it, come home, played my mum's life out until she got me a guitar. And I went lessons to a bloke called Frank Garvey in the village. He worked at Pitt on Boilers, and Frank taught guitar. And I went to him, and then I got my cousins, and we got a skiffle group up.
Really?
Yes, T-chest, bass.
Like Lonnie Donegan style?
Yeah, everything, yeah. They called it Reggie Clayton and the Lambeth Skiffle Group. It was great, it was. Washboard, it was,
Yeah.
yeah, anything like that, it was good stuff. And then I finished that, then we got a band up at Village, Fred Reed and Terry Swan, who's not with us today. And then I went from there, we went with a group called Four Deltas, and then I went to got my own band up, another band up, great stuff. And we've just recorded a miners song, you know, and there's a choir going down next week to studios in Armthorpe, doing their bit for song, you know, these young kids. So, and when that's done, we're hoping bloke does it, Jason, as he says studios, he's going to put it all together, and he's going to do, you know, different things on it. So, let's just hope it comes
So
out.
your passion's been music then, really?
Oh yeah, to me, yeah, of course it was. Yeah. I mean, I used to come home from booking about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I used to go to Pit for 6.
Good Lord.
I did, aye. I don't tell you what state I was in, but I went.
Was Armthorpe a hot pit or a cold pit?
Well, it just depends. I mean, obviously you've got 2 shafts. It's a pit, you've got a downcast, which were freezing, especially at winter. When we used to go each shaft, so good grief, there used to be big icicles. And
so the temperature up top would affect the temperature down below?
yeah, in a way. I mean, but then you come up the upcast, that were all warm.
Hmm.
But after a few years, somebody decided they put heaters at number 1 to start putting warm air down pit, you know, into the shaft.
Wow.
And it was a lot better when that come, I've got to tell you that. It used to be cold working in that way, because you couldn't put a nut on a bolt with gloves on in a shaft.
No.
Next towards what temperature it was, freezing, you had to take them gloves off. There's no way you could put a nut on. Really, it's, anybody will tell you that who works at shafts. Anyway, well, obviously, unless the thin gloves. Which,
yeah.
Aye.
God. So you...
Well, I've got to say this, when I look back on my life, I've had a good life, and I've got to say this, mining, I'm glad I went into it. And with a lot of decent people, families, you know, same as now, I have 3 flags at Memorial Ground, and we have 3 flags up, which we got that flag on here. That were done here.
Oh, yeah.
We got that done here.
Brilliant.
And we've got that. And when anybody passes away, man or woman, what worked at Pit, in canteens, I put them down at half-mast.
Really?
Yeah, you know, that's just respect.
Yeah.
And people that phone me up, because obviously I can't know everybody what's died or passed away, but a lot of people phone me up and tell me in, you know, and they're really pleased I'm doing it. So,
brilliant.
But it's great stuff. And, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, miners should never be forgotten.
No.
Never. But it is being forgotten. I know it is, because how many times you see it on telly now, only when it comes up for a certain date or somebody puts it on what's got a... That's it. It's gone. But a lot of people are not going to let it go. It's going to keep it alive.
Yeah.
You know, and it wants keeping alive. All these people what's passed away. When I look back on it, a lot of people passed away where they fetch money out for chest diseases, hand diseases, things like that. They all went to the graves not to gain a penny.
Yeah.
And I mean that, not getting a penny. And somebody down the line years and years back, I'd have thought about this. They didn't. Never mind.
And it's the people that are left as well, isn't it? I mean, the widows and the...
Put it this way, them flags, I put them flags down at half-mast, and this last 15 weeks, I think there's about 7 miners gone.
Really?
Yeah. Not just old ones neither.
Really?
There's some middle-aged, yeah. Yeah, dead right. But now people have got used to flags. When they know it's somewhere down, even them what didn't work at pit, they all know that there's a miner gone, or a lady's gone who worked in, could have been a cleaner, could have been worked in canteen, you know what I mean, or the officers. Yeah, we all, to me, when you work at a pit, you're a team. Yeah. We're all a team from A to Z, and it should be, that's how it should be.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, that's the sense I really get. I mean, and you realise, even me going back down to where I live, you realise, I mean, you come here and all people talk about is community. I mean, basically, all they talk about is friendship.
Yes, it
That's
is.
What, I mean,
yeah.
you don't go to many places on this planet where all the people talk about being friends. And all the conversations I'm having, all these people, everyone to a man is basically saying it's about friendship, and that's what it comes down to. Which is extraordinary, really, when you think about it, with your job.
Yes. Well, now, like I say, when I was a kid and when I was at pit, I mean, you don't mind me saying this word, it's not filthy, but when I was at pit, on a weekend you get down with a plough on, and you see 2 miners fighting, knocking shit out of one another. But next day they were there working inside of each other, as if nothing happened. But that's life. That's how it was. You know, and if somebody could get round and really write a book of the comical things and each village, what we're done and said, you know, it would be a big seller. I mean, it'd be a big seller.
Yeah. No, I have to, really
you don't need all these comedians because you'll have them. You'll have miners as comedians, you know, it's definite.
So how come you were a dancer? So were you at school, dancer?
Oh, yeah, well, dancing, yeah.
Is that in the family? Because you're a fit bloke, obviously.
Well then, I was then, not fit now. But what it is, my niece, she was dancing, tap dancing, so my mum thought, oh, that's my sister's lass.
Oh, yeah.
So my mum thought, well, he's going to wear a skirt. Or whatever it was. And she took me, I've got to tell you this, I enjoyed it. I went to pass my exams, yeah, I enjoyed it, but, you know, it cost a lot of money. I mean, at that time of day, there were no money knocking about to buy the clothes to do these shows, and it cost a lot of money. Just today, I suppose. But as soon as I seen that guitar, that was it. Dancing went through the wall and guitar came along. Yeah, that's it.
And I suppose in a sense, you know, you made a good living at playing music.
Oh yeah, I made a lot of friends at village, you know, like Biff, he was only a younger when he used to come and watch us with deltas, and then a few years later he was playing with me, really? You know, and he's on this song, Miners song, you know, and been a lot of people I've met over the years. It's been good stuff. A bloke called Miles Rushworth, he's living in Tenerife now. Miles, he played on all big ships and this, that, and other, you know, keyboard,
yes. And
he's still playing, yeah.
Did you write your own music or play other people's stuff?
No, I wish we could have wrote our own music at that time of day. I wouldn't have been sat here now, I've been in a mansion. It's, it was a case of that time of day, I mean, what money you got, you spent it. You know, it was more entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was lucky in life, I got a good job at Pitt, I was doing two things I liked. You know,
that's brilliant life. I mean,
it is.
Good for the soul.
Tired, like it, I mean. I used to get in at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, but I used to go to bloody work.
How far away did you perform?
Oh, used to play at Sheffield, Leeds, Barnsley, Rotherham. Sometimes we played at Cleethorpes. Oh, it just depends. You know.
Brilliant. And you still do it, obviously.
No, I don't do it, but I've still got all gear. I've got a Gibson, what are it now? 20 when I bought it, 128, 225 quid in Donny. Now that's got a lot of bumps on it. That's where I fell upstage pissed. Oh, I'm sorry for that. But my missus will tell you, I know every bump what's on that and scratch on that. But I've still got that. And a banjo, I've got 2 or 3 guitars and amps and echo chamber.
Did you sing as well?
Yes, yeah, I sang, yeah. I wasn't too bad. Nobody ever walked out on us, I don't think. Used to shout, I always thought they were shouting more, and they meant door. That's what I thought. Yeah. But the skiffle were good, when I was 14, I mean, THS bass, and you know, there were no electric guitars then, you were strumming like bloody hell on them, you know, and sneakers on, jeans on, a black scarf round here, really? Or a blue scarf, wherever it was. Well, I Reggie at that time, and there were 3 brothers, Reggie, Kenny and Barry. You know, and sorry to say, they've all died of Alzheimer's in the last 2 years. Really? Barry went, he was youngest about 5 months back.
This is your brothers? Not your brothers?
No, my mum's brothers.
Your mum's brothers?
No, my mum's brothers' sons.
Oh, I got you. The cousins?
Yeah, so they were cousins, yeah. So I've still got photos of them. I put it on Facebook now and then. And that's what they called us, because they lived in Lambeth Street in Bowlby. So that's why they called us Reggie Clayton and a Lambeth Skiffle. That's a lot of good people knocking about at that time of day. But it was. Went electric guitar, well, it wasn't electric guitars when they had pickups. You used to buy a pickup, put it under strings. And good grief. Switch it full blast. Here we go.
So you'd have been famous. You are famous, I presume.
Oh, well,
in the area.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's the same with anybody, innit? Some people like you, some don't. It makes to us what you do. Yeah. I'll tell you this, if it's on here or not. About 6 months back, I was down at Memorial Ground, sat there, and I forgot the guy's name. We were 86, and I've told this tale, and it's true what I'm saying. He come across and said, "Hey up, Dennis." I said, "Hey up." He says, "They're doing a bloody good job down here." I said, "Can I just say one thing?" I says, "We." You know, it's a we to me. And he says, "Yeah." He says, "You'll never please everybody. There'll always somebody stab you in it back." I goes, "We know that's life, innit?" Yeah. He goes, "Well, take him. He couldn't do no bloody right, could he? And he pleased everybody, but he couldn't do no right." I thought, what's he bloody talking about? I goes, "Who's that?" He says, "Jesus." I thought, well, I said, "No, I thought you nailed him." I thought, oh, good grief. Oh, well. That's what I mean by people. Yeah. I mean, who expected that?
Yeah.
Who expected that?
So did you start in the blacksmith shop on the horses? Were you shoeing stuff? And
no, I did. We actually, I went down with him. First I started with a little bloke called Curly Walker. And there were Wilf Mitchell and George Sidwell and Sam and Joe Winfield. And good old, well, not good old, Wilf's still alive, George is gone like, but when I say, I mean the older than them, you know, they were good people. But I've got to say this, when you did something good, you always patted your own back, you know, and then you felt proud, then it was like somebody just gave you 50 quid. Yeah. You know, respect, you had respect for them people. And they fetched me up right, I've got to say that, they fetched me up right. Yeah. And Wilf, if he's listening to this, he'll prove it. Every Saturday and Sunday, if he ain't got a job on, I stopped with Wilf. He used to go at 6 o'clock and come home at 8 o'clock at night, Wilf. Really? He loved his overtime, and I used to stop with him. And, yeah. Brilliant. But same as anything else. You had to work. If you know, nobody's going to give you something, so you had to work for it. Yeah. But I've got to say this, I happen to be on a good job where there was plenty overtime. Yeah. You know, which, yeah.
I mean, was it quite, I mean, I imagine you got people saying, "Oi, we need this, we need that." It's like, we need some chocks, we need whatever. Yeah. And it must be quite stressful because you're kind of, I mean, were you building rings and all the sort of...
Oh, no, we didn't do anything like that. No, we didn't. I mean, we made stuff in outfit, you know, clams, you know, picks, put a point on them, chisels, we drawn them out, did them all up, and hardened them, you know, things like that. Made big tire bolts. We did a lot of jobs, but then say, like I just keep going back to it, we were Chapman, we had Chapman, but we we did a lot of work in shafts, a lot of work, you know, winding rope changes, cappings, you know, you've got to say this, there was always something different.
Yeah.
And you were fetched up on it, you got to know the job, learn it, because it come one day, if somebody were off to say, right, you've got to do it. You know, and it's good stuff. A lot of good friends, fitters, joiners, electricians, you know, welders. We all work together, and we're all good stuff. It is good stuff, and all good friends. We had his arguments, same as anybody else, any firm, but they're all good players. I mean, if you talk to people what left pits and went another job, I think 9 out of 10 are saying the best working of their lives were at pit. And I think I could say definitely 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, even the ones I've met, there's not many people that haven't said that.
No, that was didn't. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you're making a good job of me there.
Well, it's early days yet. Very early days.
My missus said that's how I used to look when I used to come in.
Well, I hope we've got a good structure, a good bone structure, which is good.
Yeah. Good.
This is wax.
Yeah. Well, obviously, you've been talking to a lot of miners, you know. Yeah. I mean, they've all gone through different bits. Majority, I'd say, were nearly the same. They're on each pit, bar for, you know, the size of pit. I mean, we used to have copy winding at some pits. That were different kind of ropes going down, and then there were bigger shafts, bigger. You know, arm were 24 foot round. I mean, at Thorn, I think they were 34. Because when I went to do shafts there, they'd had a lot of water through shafts, and they put these like rings round and these big steel things. And it seemed funny that when you went down, you see a big open gap. Then when you hit that, it closed in. You know, obviously, you know, with these big cleats going round, steel cleats about that, I think they were. You closed you in, you thought, oh, what's happened? And that was to stop water coming through the shaft walls. And,
sounds quite scary.
Oh, right. It was scary when he used to stop dead on skip top or chair top. He used to be bouncing up and down, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Bloody hell. And you made the clips, or whatever.
Well, that was it. I mean, we used to say at one time, I mean, there again, we used to laugh about that, because there's certain guys, different gone now, a great man, winder. He liked to bet on horses. And many a time we gone in shaft and we stopped and it was like that. They say, aye, just took us over a bloody jump. Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah. Oh, it's great people. I've got to keep saying it because that's how they were to me. And I think to everybody else. Yeah. You know, and when you see, like, I'm in a position now where lowering these flags down, I mean, you're going to know all names. You know, people and fetching names back. You forgot what worked your pit, and the families and the wives, and because you've got to think this. To me, every housewife were a miner. Yeah. They seen husband go. They were there when they come back. They cut the snap. They did this. They that. So, to me, we're a family. Now, I'm not bothered where you go down country. We're a family of miners. And I'm not going to say anything political about things because I'm not going to get into that. But to me, we're a mining family, and so we should be.
How's Armthorpe now then, in comparison to?
Well, it's bigger. When you used to go into gears and look over Armthorpe, I mean, it were a certain size. Then they built Eastfield, Southfield, this, that. It's a town now, Armthorpe. It's a town. Yeah. You've got loads of shops. There's everything in it you want, you know. And to me, I wish my mum now, she would have been here, because I'll never pull Armthorpe down. I mean, there's certain things what wants doing, you know, with crime and certain things. But yeah, of course it does. All takes money, and we've all got to think about that. But at the same time, I wish my mother were here to see all these shops here. I mean, they'd all be wanting to go down shopping and go in here and go in there, you know. I mean, that time of day, it was only about Facebook the other day about horse and cart coming around selling potatoes and selling this. Then there were ice creams. Two of my relations drove these carts with a horse in front, ice cream. Really? Always went to my mum's on a Sunday dinner, had the dinner, our Reg and our Matt, pull them outside, you know. Kids used to be hundreds of kids round. Here's ice cream, mister, you know.
How lovely.
And I've got to tell you this, they never give me a bloody one, I'll tell you that.
God.
That's how life was. Vans come using around with coal and I mean, then when pit was up, you used to go up Main Road near pit, there used to be loads of lorries all parked up ready to go into coal wharf to, you know, to load up with coal, and that's all gone.
Yeah.
But after saying that, looking at Alt Village that time of day, even when you looked out your window, they were all black, like Wimskill and on your thing, you know, that's all gone.
Oh, I
now.
see.
Yeah, see.
Just
So obviously, you were breathing it in at pit, obviously, Village were breathing it in. You know, of course they were, you're right, it were all on your house, it was on your windowsills, and because obviously kids would be breathing it in. I always remember one street in Althorpe called Beach Road, great street, but when we used to walk down that, it's a long street, we used to walk down that to go to Plough or Welfare Club that time. He had a white shirt on, but that time of day, I mean, if it were windy, everybody had a coal fire. But all that used to go like that and draw it into the middle. You know, and by the time you got to the bottom, it was a black shirt you got on, it wasn't a white. You know, but one of them streets where, you know, you used to do it, you used to draw it in, you know, into road.
Because of the draft, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, so we've all had a go at it. Kids at village, you know, everybody had a go at so we all should be able to claim, I think.
Yeah.
Well, like I said earlier, there's a lot of men gone, died. A lot of them's died in agony and all. You know, carrying their oxygen bottles around with them in the house, and they've died with no money. You know, you haven't got this white finger. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad we all got it. And chest complaints and knees complaints, they should have had this years ago. Yeah. You know, somebody should have stood up. You know, I mean, I'm a Labour man, but even Labour government at the same time should have come out and foreseen this. You know, but no, it wasn't. It took some other blokes later years in life to come out and say, well, there's monocosis and things like that, and then there's hands what's going white, and your knees and things like that. It's a good job we've got blokes like that come along, you know.
Yeah.
But to me, I wish every man, young ones and all, get anything they can get it. Because there's a lot of men gone down that into them holes and burnt, got to get a penny.
Yeah.
And died in agony, a lot of them.
Yeah.
They die. Do you know, I have a whiskey every night, and it's a pity that one. Drop of the old whiskey in it.
So do you still go down the club? Have you got a club still? Just
Yeah,
for the community?
We've got they've took the welfare club down there, that's next to the Memorial Ground, they took it down there. There's an Aldi going on that next year.
An Aldi?
Yeah.
God, the shops are coming and coming.
Oh yeah, we've got Morrison's, we've got B&M.
Really? How big is Armfort then?
Big, it's really big now. Big.
Oh,
Bigger than Donny. It's
really?
Yeah. Oh, and they're going to build a lot more houses down Edenthorpe on Drag. It's because we can go 3 ways in Armthorpe and build, you know, and I think in a few more years' time, it'll be massive.
God.
That's what I'm saying to people. You've got to think this: the village is getting bigger. You know, money's getting scarce. But over and all, Armthorpe is a lovely clean. It is clean. You know, it's even a bit of paper here and there and everywhere. Of course, it's going to be. That's every village. That's everywhere you go. You know, on a whole, Armthorpe is ace. Rosington is. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just talking about where I live.
Where you come from, yeah.
Yeah, where I come from. Yeah. Nobody will ever hear me. Dennis, no, pull Armthorpe down.
No.
No. Seen some good blokes die here. We've had us laughs. They've had enjoyments. They've got married. They've done, you know, that when it was a small village, but now it's bigger. You know, majority of people my age, what were always nearly gone. There's not many left.
Yeah.
So it's left to them, their sons, like Big Johnny Hardy's got 2 lads. They're coming up. One worked at pit, like their lads, they're in the 40s, 50s. You know, they worked at pit, and they've got to carry these things on.
Yeah.
You know, because when it's all gone, you've got to say to people, look, you've got to do it. Yeah. You know, but there again, I mean, when you've got a big village, you've got different people coming in, like your Poles and things like that, all good people. You know,
Did you have many of them down the pit?
Poles?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, after the war, I think there were a few stopped in Althorpe, went down pit. After they, but obviously now there's loads, and different cultures is here in village. So, good people.
And do they have do you meet them on the musical circuit? Do they have their own bands and their own...
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we asking me about clubs. I mean, the Coronation Club, I mean, they're good to us on Memorial Ground, really good. The welfare, well, they didn't give us the ground, not give it the ground, but it's like loaned, the Memorial Ground, yeah. But I've got to say this, the Coronation Club has been really good to our people, what looks after it and not what with money and things like that. Oh yeah, really. Plus other people. I've just put it on this morning, the ladies people at the centre, give me a cheque last week for £100 to the Memorial Ground. You get people like that. There's people give me money for this and money for that. It's and the people do things from people with lorries. You don't expect them to come straight away, which you don't, but they come and do things for you, or fetch something for you. Yeah. Or you've got women what's not very well doing gardening, doing this. And then last year I had 4 sets of kids come down from Donny Rovers, from 15 to 17 to help us do things.
Really?
Oh, they clean up, they do this, they paint, they do what you want. And people come and have a chat with them. Plus, they go out and earn your money. They'll make some cakes and sell them. Wow. And they say, yeah, Dennis, these are 50 quid, 80 quid. Yeah, that's just what good stuff, innit?
That's bloody brilliant.
I mean, Jan, you call him Jan, he's a big, tall, good-looking guy. Well, I have to be as good-looking as him when I read it. But from that, he only phoned me the other day. I said, and in July, Dennis, you'll have your first lot come down. So there's always plenty of work they can do, with garden and the good stuff. People come and meet him, yeah. I've got I've got people what cuts the grass, Dave Lloyd, and we've had Paul Wren always cut grass. Now I've got a new guy, Lollipop Man, Kev. Kev, he comes down and cuts grass. So we've got a lot of people involved nowadays. Where at one time we had, it were nearly, how can I say it? There were no money, no money at all. And I had tasked for some money, and Boston Club come to me with £385, I think it was. And since then we haven't looked back to buy it. Now we can buy a load of flags, because that flag here, that's nearly 60 quid. It's a special flag. I mean, it's flying all over now, and it comes from here. We come in here and asked, and they all did a design, and we come in, 4 of us, and we come and chose it. And that's Brilliant. It. And we've got badges made of it, and we've got it's good. It's come from our thought that proud of it.
Yeah.
So,
you seem a natural community man.
I am a community man, yeah.
Were your family community people?
Pardon?
Were your family, was your father a community man?
Yeah, well, he used to walk from our house to, when he at Scaly were up, I mean, our old man was only 5'1". I used to have to run it back of him when he went to Scaly, to pitches. But I've got to say this, from one night we were coming from Scaly, and he looked up at me and he said, well, Dennis, he says, there'll be men on here in a few years, and he was 8. But farthest our old man went, he went to Mere Lane Club at Bucky's. That's where I give him Kiss of Life.
Kiss of Life?
I did, yeah. One Boxing Day in 67. Yeah, he was 67 when he died, and it was 1967. He'd been poorly, and he wouldn't go to hospital, so me and my brother were at Tadcaster Arms, then just up road from club playing darts, and they come to me and said, Dennis, your dad's collapsed. So I shot down, and the road off Brit there, kept cradling him, asked off, just come away like. I was just learning civil defence at pit then, and I blew into his mouth, his chest come like that, and I kept doing it and pressing. But when they come from hospital and they blew into his mouth, his chest come out here. Well, obviously I was just learning, but I knew he'd gone, and he backed an horse that day, called it Prince de Isles. It lost that day, and I don't back horses a lot. And I backed it next 5 times, it come out and never won a bloody race. So, I don't know. Well, that's why he wanted it. He wouldn't go to hospital. I don't think he'd have wanted that. Anyway, he'd had a thrombosis. He had, and I think they could have saved him. Even medicine, they had that type of day, but Boxing Day, and it were put your money in our pocket, for a drink or two, and, you know, and a bet. And that was it. I mean, many people that was a life, you know, a bet and a drink.
Yeah.
And some of them fight at weekends, and yeah, good stuff. But then, like I was telling you before, they fight like bloody hell. The next day they were working.
That's incredible.
Incredible, of course it was. That's a community to me. And in our street, well, they all were the same. When anything happened, you know, if anybody died, all your curtains were closed. They're not like that today. They were all closed, and they had a whip round for them, and you know, good stuff. We don't get that today now.
No. Well, I mean, there isn't. It's impossible to build a community like that, isn't it?
Oh no, you
can't
get
do
that
it.
back.
It's not like it's. You can't recreate it because
No.
you haven't got that. That's what I'm talking about earlier. I mean, I go home and I just there's nowhere else that has that kind of community. You can't ever recreate it.
You never create that because it's gone.
Yeah.
With Pit gone as well, and the village has got bigger. Obviously, there's more people coming in what's not Pit people. You know, but don't get me wrong, I've got to say this, when we've done a lot of raffles and things like that, there's a lot of them people come and bought tickets.
Yeah.
But mine is more, yes, they have, I've got to say that for them, yeah. And especially some old ladies will come and here a fiver, gives me, you know, and it's good people. You know, it's, and things cost money. Mind you, I have scrounged a lot over years, such as letters, you know, steel letters and things like that. You know, white rose of Yorkshire, that's it, what's on sign, I scrounged that. There's a lot of things I scrounged. But there's a lot of people done this work where it cost us a lot of money, like Steve Mosby, Bring Close. Now, you know, and a lot of lads with lorries and things, they've come and done stuff for us. Lenny Richmond, Woodman, it's unbelievable what people's done. I can turn around and look at them now, and I can, well, if anybody looks on my site, they can see it. I've got photos of kids. I always like to take a photo. I like to be on it myself, I've got to tell you so. That's not the point. The point is I like them show it. People can show them what they've done. Yeah. You know, anybody what does a little bit. But there again, I like people what's bought tickets and all. You know, and but you will never get that mining community back. You know, not unless you get somebody what come along at village and get something going and get everybody involved. I mean everybody. But it's got to be something special. Yeah. You know, it has got to be something special. I mean, we're complaining in our village now that we haven't got a police station no more. I mean, there's a lot of things happening, and people, everybody's moaning, but we can moan as much as we want. We'll never get a police station back. No. You know, not unless we all stood together. You know, I mean, our village, that's what they've got to do, and that's it. But everybody's got different views on things. That's.
I noticed that when I was doing all these talks, everyone had a different idea for a sculpture.
Oh, of course they do. Yeah. Well, that's good stuff, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. I can remember when you come to Althorpe and I had a chat with you for half an hour. It was great.
Yeah. It was a great place. That actually was brilliant.
Pardon?
I saw your pit wheel out the front of that, was it? As a
yes, that's it, yeah.
Memorial?
Yeah. Tell you, actually Dodson's son, the electrician, Alan Dodson, he got it going, Alan. And, he asked for helpers and I went and everybody else went and we all did it. And it built up since then. And we're really proud of it.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, then he got a window in church with a miner. And that was good. But then we got a lot of old people wanted something between the two shafts. They've got this little concrete pinnacle. They wanted something, so we've done it. It's only about 12 foot square, you know, with flag on, this flag, and then we've got a little wheel round with mark and main on it. And at front, because the Corp, you know, funeral and all that has been good to us, you get a black granite thing with gold letters on it. Two they did, one down at the beginning and one for up there, which had cost a lot of money. You know, people like that, it's good stuff. You know, B&M, I've got to say this, B&M in Althorpe used to be crop, they've all been good to miners. They've given me this or they've let me do that. And I've got to say this, I can look back in pride and think when we had no money, You know, and it were me and somebody else, we nearly said, leave it. You know what I mean? But we didn't. I didn't do that.
Yeah. Fair dues. Was it Markham Main? Onthorpe Quarry was Markham Main?
Yes, there's other Markham at Chesterfield. That were Markham. Yeah.
And you were Markham Main?
Markham Main.
M-A-R-K-H-A-M.
Yeah. That's right.
So we've had a couple from Markham Main.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've done a couple of heads.
Ah, good.
We're well represented.
Oh, good. That's right. Yeah.
All good people.
Yeah. I mean, we did a lot of work down there. I mean, a bloke called Barney McKevitt, he did a lot of work, Barney did. You know, I've got some women going down there now. Yorkie, everybody will know Yorkie worked at his daughter, Shirley. I mean, she goes down and does all brass. I mean, Barney used to do all that, but she does it all.
Where? In the church?
No, in garden. I mean, there's the big names on it. Then there's seats round with brass. She goes them every Monday, cleans them up.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you take that and I've got Anne and, you know, I'm forgetting names here. You know, they go down and plant some stuff and people fetch us flowers and get stuck in and people donate money to us. It's, like I said, when we get these kids come down, I mean, they come down about 12 to 15, 18, you know. But I have to laugh at them. Because if Kev were here now, he met some Kev. And you know what lasses are. They want you to wear certain things, you know. You think, oh, you know, they're good stuff. Yeah. But they're good kids, you know, and they do work hard and all. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people passes and talks to them, and I get them every year.
Are they from Doncaster Rovers, did you say?
Yeah, call him Jan. He sees to walk kids. They don't come from Althorpe, they come from anywhere. They can come from Mexbury. They don't just come from. There were 3 what come last year. They come about 30 mile away.
Jesus.
And they usually come for 4 or 5 days when they come.
Gosh.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So it's like a seasonal sort of clean-up or a maintenance.
It is, yeah.
Maintenance
It's maintaining, clean up. Then they'll go back, bake cakes and sell them at gate and things like that. And I mean, make us 50 quid, 100 quid. You know, it's. I felt a bit lousy last year because I've never offered him to buy him a pyro, because I'm always one for a lot of it to make him money, because I wanted the money for different things. And you know, so I thought, oh no. So I says, come on, we'll go to fish shop. He says, oh no. He says, we've come to work for you, Dennis, and make you money, not you to give money to us. I thought, well, what can you do?
Wow.
Fantastic. I've got to say this to Althorpe, if they're listening to this, we want to be very proud. We've got a lot of good people. Don't start from beginning, how we first started, all the way through to now. You know, and a lot of people. Got some laughs and all, lads with lorries. They come down and they'll fetch you this and they'll fetch you that, you know, and they didn't work at pit.
Yeah.
Mickey Connor.
1 hour already?
1 hour.
Bloody hell.
Mickey Connor, they're all them, you know. Well, I wonder what bloody Dennis wants me for now, you know. I heard him one day on phone. I hope he's listening to this, because I heard him on phone. Whether he did it on purpose or phone he left on. Bloody Nowell again, what's he bloody want? But he was here next day, did he? I told him about it, he said, I'm having you on. I said, go you liar. But I don't ask him so much every week, it's once in a blue moon, but lads do it, you know.
Yeah.
We've
Well
got two,
respected.
pardon?
You're well respected.
Yeah, we've got 2 slates now what come from here, light slates like that, with every name on it, what did the memorial ground from start. And we've got another one, what did the flag, you know. I've had them in these plastic things, but I'd had an idea and I went down and I'm picking it up tomorrow. I took it down to this firm in Althorpe who makes windows. I says, look, if we take this down, can't we put these 2 tiles in between glass? Yeah, why not? So that's what they're doing, you know. So it's weathered, so it's going to go outside at wheel. That's where we want it, so everybody can look at it. But then I'm hoping, Lenny's watching this, I've got to go down to Lenny's, and when he's finished, he'll do a nice wooden frame round them both, you know. But that'll keep them, all you've got to do is just clean window then, haven't you?
Yeah.
No weather will get into them, and everybody who wants to go and look at them.
Yeah.
Look at them, that's where we want them.
Brilliant.
Well, that's every name what works on from the beginning.
Wow.
Alan Dodson, his name's at top, and people all the way down what did the different things. And flag, and that come from here.
Yeah, yeah.
And the tiles come from
I
here.
remember the flag, Dennis. I
Yes.
remember the flag well.
Yes, that comes from here. Now Ian, I mean, he's going to do me
John.
another job. Eh?
John,
sorry, John. Yeah, I keep calling
That's
him.
right.
Other one were Ian, wasn't it? I
Ian,
met that
yeah.
many people. I tell people.
Ian, what bald guy?
Yeah,
He's at Barnsley now.
but I don't tell people if there isn't on Facebook how good Johnny College has been time to up.
There we go.
And you have. Cost us, it saved us loads of money.
Good.
People don't realise if we put everything on table, there's a lot of money there what we've saved. We're scrounging, asking people with the petrol and the... Yeah, people are people, they don't sit down and realise what it's had to do. You know, a lot of people around country, when I phone them up, I always say, you know, that's so-and-so firm, yeah, well, I'll get straight to the point, I'm scrounging. I always say that, and they laugh. Then I tell them what I want, and I tell you 9 times out of 10 I've got what I wanted,
Yeah.
paints,
But everyone's happy to help each other, do you know what I mean? Or,
Yeah, of course it is.
Most people are. They can't speak.
Yeah, you can't please everybody. You'll never please everybody. I'm just telling you about that bloke telling me about people stabbing you in the back.
Yeah.
You'll never please everybody. You can do everything 100%. You'll always get somebody who'll bloody moan about something.
Yeah.
But I'm not bothered. I just keep it going, and it's a with a lot of people involved.
Yeah.
You know, men, women, kids, and all.
Yeah.
We did a lad at village here. You know, we did his Duke of Edinburgh Award. Come down, he wanted to do it in garden. Did that, they passed it. You know, it is brilliant. I mean, a lot of things going off. You know, a lot of things going off.
I think if Laurence can pull this off tomorrow with the mayor, that would be amazing as well.
Well, I'll pull it off. I'll ring her up.
Uh,
Because ever since I've been doing this, I mean, I've met a lot of people, mayors, you know, and I really got on with them well.
yeah.
You know, and I have got on with him. You talk to him like you're talking to him, like I talk to my missus in house, or you talk to somebody in club. You talk to him right. You don't demand, or ask me, you just talk, can you do this? Because once you start demanding, you're on a loser.
Well,
You always say, can you?
The thing is with
And
this
when?
project with all the local boroughs, with Armthorpe, with Woodlands, with all the other pit villages, they've all got their own identity, their own style,
Yeah, of course
their
they
own
have,
way
yeah.
of something.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Lawrence's task for this is to pull all that together to show the whole community as a singular mass of
Yeah.
community. It's an amazing thing. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
And I think the KB rock, or if it is suitable, and all the niches cut in and all the heads from all these places, I think that is a fantastic way of not having an individual style but a collective identity. I think.
Like I said to you, it's, you know, I forgot what I'm going to say now.
It's my good luck.
It'll come back in a minute, it'll come back in a minute. Good grief, it won't good and all. I ain't got Alzheimer's because I've had my head checked and it's all clear. So that's all right. No,
All clear, right?
just get some talking about it'll come back to me. You know, yeah.
3 in the morning. It won't be pick carts.
Hey?
It'll be whatever you were going to say.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It nearly comes to me then. I won't go.
Do you want the next one at R4, Laurence, or 5? Because they're flexible.
I think we better go for 5.
Yeah?
Otherwise,
I'll sit here all day if you want me, Mr. Woods. My missus will say I'm always talking, so it makes the Woods good. That's all I've got to do nowadays. And I organise and talk. You know, it's... well, like you said, everybody's different pitch, you know, everybody got their ways of doing things.
And that's a brilliant thing, do you know what I mean? Like, we're learning so much about individual pit identity and the banners, but there's so many similarities coming out in terms of camaraderie, community, men, women, children. Like, the same similarities are coming through.
Yeah.
But to pull that together as one identity and everyone be happy, I think we're almost there now, aren't we, Laurence? I think this is the longest a project's been running where someone's not gone, I don't like that, I think it should be this. Whereas when we had the individual ideas, as soon as we stepped out of one, we were like, brilliant, we've got it. And then we go into the next one, and Laurence had adapted his presentation, saying, and we've been thinking about this idea, and everyone, I don't like that, I like this. And then you're thinking, well, that's what everyone else hated in the last one.
Well, it's, everybody's different, everybody's got their own opinion. Hey up.
You alright, Dennis?
Yeah, pleased to meet you. Long time?
Yeah, long time.
I keep talking to Nidge. He talks, Nidge Ball, is it?
Yeah, Nidge.
Nidge, talk to him. No, they're not, but yeah. He's always interested in what we're doing, and well, like I was saying earlier, you've got to talk to people and not demand, ask. We always ask when. I mean, it could be a week, a fortnight, it could be 6 months. But I've got to say this, when I've ever asked for anything, even from Donny Council, they've come up with it. Mm. Yeah, they have. I'm not bragging them off. I'm not doing anything. I've asked in a proper manner. They haven't done it straight away, but I've got to say this. They've got it, me, or done it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
It is brilliant.
You must be very persuasive man.
Well, it's not persuasive, it's how you talk to people, isn't it? It's, you can't go and bloody this, and you can't demand it, you go to ask. Yeah. You know, and that's the way things go. But I've been lucky in life with this, you know, it's developed me, really helped me. People in the village of Arnthorpe, it's, we've got a great community. And I've always said it as well. I wish all these people what come from abroad, like Poles, I wish personally they get involved with Memorial Ground, because what we're doing now is fetching a hell of a lot of people together. What haven't been together, and I mean it is. People's been to my house, cried about what we're doing, you know, and fetched names up we haven't seen for years. I wish they all could get together. And like we've just been on about, you've got to, where you can't fetch that back, a mining community again, it's gone. But you can have one thing, and it could be Miners Memorial Garden and Centre, fetch all people together. Then what didn't work at Pit, so they get to know about it, because they are living in a pit village. And it makes towards how you fancy it up, or dress it up, it's a pit village. And that's it, and that's what it should be, and why not? I mean, years ago you say a pit village, the knows used to go, I don't know why.
No. Well, there wasn't many other types of village then, was there?
No, there weren't.
They were all pit villages, weren't they?
They're all pit villages, yeah. Oh, it's, I mean, take round our area about 6 or 7. I mean, it's. I think it's a shame it's gone, but we've got to accept it. But we've never ever got to let it be forgotten. Yeah. Everybody, I think, village is trying to do a bit of something, you know, to keep it alive. And because if we don't, we've got to think, well, young ones, years to come, will they keep it going, you know, or they just let it go? Like you've seen a lot more things in country go, you know, derelict and rusted up, and we've got to rely on them people. Yeah. And I think it is there. There'll be a lot to it. I know there will. We've got to get them interested. I mean, we make it garden so it's easy to maintain. Yeah. You know, and that's the main thing, because it's money again, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people say, well, there's all them people, the village could go down again, but I say this, we ask, but if they can't come, they can't come. We can't force anybody. No. But there's a lot of people what say, oh, people what this on, I've got that on, looking after kids. You know, you can only ask, and that's it. Yeah. Can't call anybody. It's... But we've always got somebody who's come down, you know, and I've got to say to these women what is coming down. I mean, a lot of them are not very well people, you know, but they get stuck in and do what they can and do it. Because we've nearly got the garden easy to maintain, you know, and after this year it should be a lot easier. But we've got respect, we've got the respect there in village, not just out in village, out at village we've got that respect. And that's only one thing you can ask from people. Have that bit of respect, knowing what you're doing, you know, hours you're putting in and your own money and things like that, and what you're trying to do for the village. That's all it needs, a bit of respect, and that's it. And I think we've got it. Yeah.
So do you use your blacksmithing skills anymore? You got a forge in the back garden?
No, my son has. He does.
Has he?
Yeah, I got raw iron business going, which he does it
really?
now. And he did his apprenticeship down at 8th and Tickles village, and he's doing well. Been doing it for a lot of years now as well. But obviously, I built art down there, but he can't harden chisels like I can and things like that. You know.
Did you teach him, or would he not take a word?
No, well, I think if he had out, he'd send for me, you know. And but there's not that. Like a bloke said, it's a throwaway society we're in, isn't it? You buy a chisel now, you don't take it and get it done up like to a bloke like me years ago, blacksmith. You just chuck it and buy another.
Yeah.
That's where a society we're in, isn't it? And everybody knows that. Chuck it, buy another.
So what does he blacksmith?
Man?
What does he make?
What is it? Gates.
Gates, right.
Yeah.
So it's,
he made that big set of gates what's outside where you went in. It was massive, beautiful.
Yeah,
They got pinched.
Oh no.
Yeah, they got pinched.
What, recently?
No, about 9 months back. One Sunday night or something, a van pulled up and, well, people thought they were council, I don't know, and that was it.
God.
Gone. I got a laugh. Because I told you when I put them up, I was saying they'll only be up for 2 months, but they weren't, they're up to about 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 years. But somebody fancies them and that was it.
God, quite a few.
Society we're living in it.
Yeah.
Go on, take it. They used to set it up strike. If it's not nailed down, it's gone.
How did Markham Main fare in the strike? Was the community strong then?
Oh, it was strong, very strong. Yeah, women and all, you know, down at welfare, they used to do meals and not what, they were always there. You know, lads used to go out picketing and different things. At that time of day, I was a bloke called, it was straight across the road from it, called Ken Farrell. He got it, I used to do chisels up and we used to weld, from bumper bars used to come up, lorries, we used to do all that, things like that, down at Ken's place. But Ken, at that time of day, he had a camera. Only one would had one, Ken. But everybody got stuck in and did something, you know what I mean? But the women were good, you know, they did a lot of good things down at Welfare Club. You can't fault them.
No.
You can't fault them. I think, I know they all learnt the wings that time of day, yeah. Stuck together, and I mean, you've got to think of this, it were a year.
I know.
It was a long time, a year.
It wasn't, I bet you didn't know when it was going to end.
No, no. I think we were first out and last to go back.
Really?
Well, we always like to get his name down in record books. Pretty well. Well, I've not seen our pick go on strike for other people, like nurses and things like that for a day. Oh, yeah, years back. Yeah. You always help the underdog.
Yeah.
Miners did. And I tell you the truth, I think a lot of people forgot about that. Yeah, a lot.
Well, you're over halfway through now.
Halfway, is it?
And you're going quick. You're going quick.
Oh, good.
I'll
So I've
start
got to
counting.
keep talking of her.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
Don't worry. Take a breather.
yeah.
It's always the males that are most difficult because they're always talking.
Oh, yeah, dead right, yeah. Yeah. But I didn't know what he was doing when he phoned me up. I mean, he mentioned something about an head, and I thought, oh, good grief. I didn't know what it was like. I just thought, is he doing one or doing two or whatever? You know, and he didn't mention much about it. I mean, that time, that first when I come to, they were asking me to go to that meeting with council in town when you were there and everybody. I mean, we all had his say, and I had mine, like I said, but I didn't know much about it then.
Neither did I. Don't think anyone did.
No, until you come to welfare, yeah, I mean, until you come to centre, and then Nidge tried to get a few of us together, you know, to front mining villages and talk about things which you wanted to have a meeting every 6 to 10 weeks. But Frank Harris-Smith, I mean, Frank's away in Vietnam, I think.
Really?
Until he comes back, so Personally, I might ask him what does he want us to talk. I know he wants us to talk about pit, but
well, to be honest with you, it really is as simple as just people's lives, and you've done brilliantly. I mean, just want to know.
yeah,
Well, you know, it's not only about miners; it's about, you know, how people survived after. What happened? You know, what happened? What happened to the community? What happened? How did people? You know, it seems that
went to pieces a lot. I mean, you'll take it when they got the redundancy. Who's had that thousands of pounds? A pit man. Nobody has. A lot of it had gone in a week or whatever it went on holidays. Of course they're going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, lads never had that kind of money.
yeah,
It went and then I've got to say this, out at pits come a lot of businesses. You know, people doing windows, doing this, doing that. And in a way, it shows you what the pitmen could do. You know, coming out at pit and what they could turn their hands to.
yeah.
You know, and everything like that. It's yeah. Why not? But would we go back? I mean, say they'd open Anthorpe again tomorrow, would people go back? I suppose they would. You know, there'd be different people like, but I think people will still go back to a pit.
Job's a job, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a job, but obviously it's. I mean, when I were at pit, there were no reoffenders, there were no masks, you know, for your health or all like that. Until later, but I suppose now after you open the pit, they've advanced a lot, haven't they?
Yeah.
With different things, it'd be totally different. When you look around the world though, and see America, you see Germany, you see them all got a thriving pit, and we haven't. You know, and,
Yeah, I know. And it strikes me that there's still plenty of coal and business to be had.
yeah. I mean, we couldn't even keep one pit open. I mean, when you think about it, we couldn't even keep Hatfield open. I was there about in the middle of last year. I went down.
Were you? What, in Hatfield?
No, I didn't go down to pit. No, I went to Hatfield pit, yeah. I went to take some photographs with a woman what running it magazine. But there's a guy called Ian, he's still working for Coal Board. I mean, in retired pit, on promoters at pit, you've got your water housings and not what that. He still looks after them. And he's at Hatfield now, getting shut of this, done at other, you know, machinery. And he's been good to us and all, Ian and his father. Good people. I've got to tell you this, if somebody had come along to me, after all these years I could write a book. I couldn't do it on my own, but with photos we've got and people I've met and what they've done and people what said things, it's, yeah, I could write a book. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, you'll have to get one done now.
Hmm?
You'll have to get one done.
Yeah. I'm always writing something about pits on every day. I like people to know what we're doing and what,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, Facebook's a gift for you, isn't it?
Hey?
Facebook's a gift.
It is. Of course it is.
Fantastic.
I mean, we had a magazine. That was nice. When they come and ask me, I thought, race. Kirsty and Phil, that were first, and then we got somebody else, you know. That they all have a go, but it always faded. You know, I can't go into what happened with him because I don't know personally myself. But it's a shame they've gone because everybody looked forward to that little booklet coming through the door.
Yeah.
You know, magazine, not. You know, I did a piece on mining, people did everything about dancing, whatever it was, you know, but it's gone. But, like you said, but everybody ain't got a laptop, have they?
No.
No. It's saying with them, they've got to be word of mouth.
Yeah.
Well, years ago, I tell you what we're on about years ago, even when people worked at pit, they used to go in club on a Sunday afternoon. I bet 8 times out of 10 people have it, 2 or 3 of them talking, they'll all be talking about pit.
Really?
You know, because you used to, bloody can't leave bloody pit alone, you know what I mean? But that was life.
Yeah.
That was life, you know. Why not? That's the life, that's where they lived it, and they like talking about it. That's... There's a lot of good men gone. You know, and that's in every village, you know, and women, because I always class as wives as miners. Of course they have. They seen their sons off and their uncles and their husbands off, and got the snap there, and it's, when I tell my missus, if she reads this tonight, she'll say, "You've loved that," talking off and all that. She'll say, "You've loved that." Yeah.
Well, it's great also to be able to put it all on record.
Yeah.
All this good feeling.
Yeah. Aye. I can't pick Bobby up, sorry. What's that, Trace? Hello, Trace. Get what? Listen, you want it now because I'm in university. I'm in college here, sat in front of this. Listen, I'm in front of this sculptor and he's doing my face, and I'm on, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about tonight. After love. Now, Brennan Armthorpe, he gave me 8,000 towards the project we're doing, and he has birds. You know, he loves his birds, falcons. Wow. Sells them to Saudi and all places like that, yeah. And that's my daughter, she works 24 hours a day. But I've got to say this for her, and she sees the homeless in town, what's laid there, you know, getting things, taking clothes. And a lot of people in our villages give her it, but Bryn give her a amount of money. You know what I mean, towards them, yeah. So, some people's got to care, haven't they?
Yeah.
End of the day.
Absolutely.
But I'm proud of her, what she does. Really proud of her.
So what does she do again, sorry?
She cleans at school, and she does private jobs, she does this, she does that. She's at it all the time. And Leeds fan. They've gone to Leeds ever since she's been a kid. That lads at village used to pick her and my son up, because their both bedrooms were full of rosettes and everything. Well, can we take them down? And our Tracy's always gone from being, early age, about 7, 8, took them, you know, and she still goes. We were there other night. And,
for the good times and the bad, eh?
Oh, of course, that's right. Yeah. And she's a Labour girl and all just like me. Oh, good grief is she. But, that's it. And she wants it. She's a wicker. No doubt about that.
And she lives in Armthorpe?
Born and bred, aye. Yeah.
So they all stayed in Armthorpe then?
Yeah, she stayed in Armthorpe, yeah, my son has. I mean, give him raw time business, he's doing well.
So your infectious kind of enthusiasm for the...
Pardon?
Your enthusiasm for the town has worn off?
For the town?
For the Armthorpe, your family seem to love it too?
Oh, of course they do, yeah. Yeah, they love Armthorpe. Yeah, why shouldn't they? Everything's there for them.
Yeah.
You know, everything's in Armthorpe there. You know, I mean, it's a pity. Airport wasn't outside of Armthorpe, we'd be all right then.
I'm getting slowly there.
Eh? So how many are done up to press now then?
This is number 17.
Oh, number 17, I'll keep that. I'll keep that number.
You'll get a plaster of this.
Oh, will I?
I'll give you one, yeah.
Oh,
We'll
great
make
stuff.
a mould.
Yeah. Are you just doing them then? These amounts going in this stone, what are you getting?
Yeah.
And that's
Hope so,
it.
yeah.
Is that the finished?
There'll be about 50.
50, all in
Yeah.
this, that's the finished thing?
There'll be 50, and then we have to make the stone. We've got to get the whole landscape going and the whole sculpture made. But
Yeah.
there'll be 50 bronze heads.
Yeah, that's in this rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, all I'm saying to you, as you look at it, say it's all finished, and I go to town and look at it, you'll see this rock with all the measuring,
Yeah.
but then you look on floor,
Yeah.
did you say?
Yeah,
And
you
on
see-
the
and
floor
on-
will be,
More the names of the mines,
yeah,
and then all the language,
yeah.
like Limmer
Limmer.
from today.
Yes, Limmers, yeah.
Any other language you've got
Yeah,
loads of it.
Yeah, Limmers, yeah. I mean,
So people like you can go to your grandchildren and say, they go, what does gob mean, Grandad? Have you got a
Gob,
gob?
you gotta
You go,
go,
no,
yeah.
the gob was
Yeah.
this. And then through language, the whole
I think some grandkids now, they come out with God and things like that because obviously we're still here.
Yes.
And our kids are still there, and their kids have been faced up coming out with that, and so it'll go on for years to come.
I hope so.
Of course it will.
Well, I hope this will add, add to that.
Pardon?
I hope this will add to that.
Yes.
I mean, there's a reason to go there.
Mm.
I soon began to realise that you need to have kind of an ideal audience in your head, who you're working for. And I thought, well, actually, it's grandparents and grandchildren are the people that are going to look at this. They go, hey, look at that head, and look at that word, and look at that object, a helmet or a pickaxe or a boot. And they can just open up discussions, and have conversations,
There's loads of things. I mean, if you talk to everybody can tell you a different tale. Their experience at pit. You can make you laugh, they can make you cry. Because a lot of people have seen the friends and killed out pit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 87 at hours.
87?
87. But there again, there's a lot of people like myself and all that still got diseases, from pits. And but when you look back on it, we weren't that far advanced when you think about it. Would have been vibrator white finger like that with tools and things like that. Somebody should have known this, I think personally. And about dust going down your throat, we should have had better things like better masks at that time of day, but we haven't. And when you look back on life, it could have saved a hell of a lot of lives. Because even in our village, I mean, there's one or two I know that they've gone round the house with an oxygen bottle dragging it, I mean, to be like that and other things, it's, and they worked to life. It hasn't just got like that. They worked really hard and worked in this environment, and they haven't been forgotten, because as far as I'm concerned, mine is in our village. It'd be the same with any other village, never be forgotten. Got that many things going, it's not going to be forgotten. And that's why, personally, if they're going to watch this, I wish a few more would rally around. I mean, in different ways. Because there's still a lot of people out there, I mean. But I've got to say this at saying that time, I know I've got a miserable bugger, because now I'm in bed for 8, or I'm watching a programme in bloody bed at 8, because I've had anxiety and things like that. And I thought to myself, how have I got anxiety? When I've worked in shafts, but it's not. That's not it. It comes on you, it just comes on you, whether one form or another, or wherever it's come on. It could be different things how it's fetched you. And ever since I had that, it changed my world of life about people and all. It just same as you see in this guy, that ant. He should never have got in car. Anton Deck.
Yeah.
Should never have got in car, but I feel for him because what he's going through. And he's going through a lot. But I mean, he could have killed somebody. I mean, no need for that. But I know he's going through, and thousands knows what he's going through. He can be famous, he can have a lot of money, well, but he's got it, same as anybody else. It's. I never thought I'd have had it all like that, really.
When did you get it?
Oh, about 3 years back. It's different things what happens in life to people. Some people, you can say so much to somebody and it really hurt them, but they can take it here. Some people, you can say it and they can't take it here. You know what I mean? And wherever it is. But it changes your life. I'll tell you that now, it changed mine. I didn't want to talk to my family, I didn't want to do all this.
Really?
Oh, I didn't want nobody in. I was going down, I got these kids going down, to Memorial Ground. I go down, I set them off, I go home and get in bed.
Really?
Put a blanket over my head. An hour later, I get up and go back down to see him.
Really?
Come back, I didn't want it. It's same as on the morning, I never wanted it to get light. I wanted it to stop dark. Queer, isn't it? Queer things, everybody.
Did you sort it out?
Oh, I sorted it out after that. I had to do. It was rather that else gone with the wind, and I thought, no, I'm not having that. But it's hard. It's all right saying, it's like, you can't just, it's not like a light you can switch on and off. Some can go 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, some can go all their life. Oh, it's, how's the thing?
So that was anxiety,
Anxiety.
Not depression.
Well, a bit of it was depression,
Yeah.
but it was anxiety. Yeah, and I can talk about it. And I'll tell you this, if anybody wanted me to go and sit with him, I would. Because I was doing all stupid things. You know, you wanted to argue about different things. People didn't know what was up here. And because it don't show.
No.
It don't show. No. Yeah. But they must have thought it that year. I used to go back down to Memorial Ground and have 10 minutes with him. I've got to go. And I'd go again, go back to bed. But, yeah, and an hour later I'd get up again and go down and there it was.
Were you aware that you were suffering?
Yes. Oh, right, of course I was. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like you were blind to it.
I went with my own front room for 9 months. No, I
Good
wouldn't.
God.
No, with my own
I
front
can't
room.
imagine it.
Yeah, and I used to be stood up. Tracy was just been on now. She was come on, Dad. I couldn't sit down. It's there on your mind all the time, and can't do it. And it's all right saying that, like I put on there today. I went out in car, and it caused no damage. But when I got into a queue with cars, it drives you. You can't get out. You're wanting people to get out your way. You know what I mean? You're stuck in a car thing, and But everybody else will tell you a tale about that. You know, a couple of my mates has gone over the years, died of that. Really deep depression. Yeah.
Jeez,
And they were great people when they were young, and I mean great people. But so much happened to them, and I suppose they think same as I. Why has that happened to me? That's same with anything. Same with people with cancer. Why has it happened to me? Nobody knows what's around the corner.
did something trigger it? Was there a comment or
What triggered me was, I went to see this bloke and he said I got cancer at mouth. And I thought, oh, bloody hell. And not many lives with that. And I come home and I never said out to my missus for a fortnight. And I told her. And then I don't know what happened. I was getting worse and worse. And I just stood in front of her. And you know, you get a glass of water like that, drinking it, it goes down. That's how my head went with blood. And that was it. Two different worlds. I was in another world then. And it was another world and all. But that's gone. I mean, it's not gone. It ain't gone. You never get shut of it. There's always that little bit. But I'm bloody glad it's gone. I tell you that. It's. Hello.
Hello. It's all right. Don't worry.
But there's millions of people, isn't there? Yeah. Not just it's. But I can talk about it. Don't bother me. It's.
That's brilliant.
I can talk about it.
His hair looks good, Laurence.
His hair.
He's just said to me, Dennis, you've been one of the best ones we've had. Here's a couple of quid. Did you say that?
You said you were ill.
Yeah. Could have said a fiver. Yeah. Hey, it was nice how I met this morning when I come into reception. The young lady at the back says, hello, Dennis, and give me this. Sit over there.
Carmen.
Ah.
Yeah,
I don't know her, do I? I met a lot of lasses over the years.
Yeah.
I don't know her, but she knew me. Did you tell her I was coming?
You're
Yeah, I
famous.
have to log you all in. So
She don't know what I look like, though. Suppose I walked in, she said, it's Dennis.
You're famous.
Famous, yeah.
Well, say no more.
Job done.
You're not taking a photo, are you? You can take as many photos. I love my photo being taken. It doesn't bother me who knows it. I like my photo taken.
Did you love it on stage?
Yes.
Crowds.
Yes.
What was your biggest crowd?
Oh, it was Sheffield. Alvin Stardust were on that night.
What?
He was Shane Fenton at that time. Yeah. And we had the same dressing room as him.
Really?
Yeah, we did. And he had a big bottle of whiskey. And it was, I tell you, it was nice whiskey. Because when he went on and did his bit, we sucked it. We've had a lot of us.
Alvin Stardust.
Yes,
What's happened to him?
He passed away, hasn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
In his black leathers in a motorbike.
Yes, he was,
Can't remember the songs.
the Choo 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 and things like that. And there were Dave Berry and Sheffield, they were good stuff. I think all them kind of people earned the money that time of day.
So you warm-up acts for him?
Pardon?
A warm-up act for him? Or just on the bill?
Well, not on bill, there were 6 groups. He was top. He was top. And I assume what we're getting money, wasn't he? I forgot how much we got paid. Wherever it was, we sucked it. But that time of day, when we used to come home from it, we had a van, big van. And there was Jeff Brett who used to drive it. Jeff was drunk. But police always stopped us. Because it was IRA at that time of day. We always got stopped. And I used to say to Jeff, if he says you're a monkey, you're a monkey. I said, that's it. Because they used to stop you, and as soon as we told them we were a group, they'd look it back, say, okay, go on, get off, you know, and that was it. But regularly we got stopped. But I had to tell Jeff, though, because I said, well, I remember Jeff. I said, if he tells you're a bloody monkey, you're a monkey. And that's it. Well, you had to do it, didn't you? Can't tell you at that time of day.
Did you get breathalyzed and stuff?
No, you always got away with it. If they'd breathalyzed me, I'm not bloody breathalyzed rope. All of it. Good stuff. How long you got to go now then on this?
On this, well, I think, well, we've got to find the site first. We're looking at where the old coal board was.
Oh, yeah.
And they're building a new building there,
Yeah,
a whole new development.
Yeah.
And hopefully there'll be a space there for this. So we've got to get all that going first. That's all going to start soon.
I can ask you straight to your face now, it's on here, it's on your ear, I can ask you straight away. There won't be any room for miners flag, would there?
Miners flag? God, I don't know. Nothing to do with me. Don't ask me to make promises.
You said anything?
No, not to do with me.
Oh. It's sure I've got to see, isn't it? I think you're doing a good job. Yeah, great. But like I said before, this should have been done years and years and years ago when all miners were here, because they'd have paid for it.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of people, it's never too late for anything, is it? You're mining area, this area, and it should be going.
We never had an artist good enough to work in bronze until we met.
Yeah, then. That's right. But, I mean, you just think years and years back when thousands of miners around here, you're going to do something like this project. Here they go, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like I say, it's never too late for anything. No, it's never too late.
I think as well, it's the old adage, you never know what you've got until it's gone.
It's gone.
And I think this goes part way to trying to remember what we used to have and maybe starting to repair that and creating that sense of community again.
You've got to repair it, because you take out miners and wives who did shopping in Donny. That's very, everybody were here. I mean, market used to be packed Tuesdays and Saturdays, packed, look at it now.
Yeah.
Nothing. What they're building up market anyway.
It's creating this sense of community back to.
Of course it is, it wants to be. Yeah, you've got to do.
And we haven't got the mines, and we haven't got real primary sector anymore. We're a tertiary sector, and I think now we've got it. If we can create a sense of community and get community back, then the community will look after itself. And I think that's what this will do.
That's right. You've got to do it now, like I said earlier, because it's the same as anything else. People who were older than me is gone a lot. There's a few left, my age, and some more not. They've got to carry these things on. It's better starting now in another 5, 6 years' time, because everybody'll have gone then.
Yeah.
It'll die out, bar for things what's coming on television or memorial grounds, you know, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Of course it would.
So fingers crossed. Tomorrow we'll know more. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, or Laurence will.
What do you mean by that? If they're going to,
We've got a meeting with the mayor.
you've got a meeting with him
Yeah.
to see if it's nay or they.
Well, not really, just to tell them what we're up to and stuff, and to see if they like what we're doing. We haven't really been updated really for a long time.
No, yeah. It's the same as anything else. It's got to be better than what they've got now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Good point.
Yeah. But Johnny Waddy, I mean, Johnny's the town what everybody, I call them satellites, pit villages, round Johnny, and that's what we are, isn't it? Everybody come to town for this, down at all the markets, and it's all gone.
Well, they're putting a big drive on. It's the second largest town in the UK, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, Doncaster, yeah.
Well, I thought they're putting for a city.
They always go for a city, but I don't know how the funding regs work on it. But
If you don't hurry up, Armthorpe will be on it.
I know, I was going to say.
Well,
yeah, it's the second largest town in the UK. I don't know what number one is. Do you know what number one is, Simon?
No idea.
Let's find out.
Probably
Google.
Ipswich.
Ipswich.
I mean, Doncaster's you've got to compete now with all these big stores, haven't you? It's them what's selling everything. That's what people's not coming to. They don't have to come to town no more, do they?
That's honest, it's Amazon and
Yeah,
computer again, isn't it?
everywhere you go to villages, they've got everything. That's why market's gone. I mean, I've just asked you, what they're doing at market?
Sorry, in terms of what? In terms of redevelopment?
Yeah.
I think they're just reinforcing what's already there. There's no major plans to change anything.
Well, do you know how you get rumours? You'll always get somebody to start a rumour and it goes, in any village,
Yeah.
you can start something with there and anyway you've got something like that. But what I've heard, you're building boozers.
They're already there.
Shop, yeah, I know they are, but this is
Already
what's
there.
going round.
Yeah.
You're going to do
Well,
this.
down at the old wool market, is it the wool market? Yeah.
Yeah.
At the wool market, there's boardings up
Mm.
with artists'
Yeah.
impressions of what it's going to be,
Mm.
and it's more of an updated version of what was there. I mean, those stalls were built out of pallets basically towards the end. So there's going to be cafes, restaurants, stalls, so all sorts of stuff. I think. But there's so much redevelopment at Doncaster, it's fantastic, the amount that there is.
Well, years back, I played at Corn Exchange. I used to play there on Saturday nights with bands, and we played once. And I still put it on Facebook. The ticket, 2 and sixpence.
That's it.
The 4 deltas, 2 and sixpence. Aye. I still got that, and I put it on there for people to see, like, well, whether they want to see it, I don't know, but 2 and a tenner, half a crown. Yeah. That's been a good old place, hasn't it? That must be costing you a bob or two for that.
Which
Corn Exchange, market.
doesn't cost me anything, I just teach you.
Oh, you cheat, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Who knows? Who knows?
I've got to say, this is a great place, I think.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
College, it is, yeah. Somewhat modern. You know, it's...
We try.
Oh, it is, yeah. But there again, I've got to say it to your face. Ever since I've got to tell you this before I even come for that. I found all the way around this country. Wales, Scotland, you name it, Oxford, Cambridge, I found everywhere you can mention.
Really?
And then somebody says, it was from Sheffield. Somebody says, why don't you phone Doncaster? I thought I found every bloody place, Bavardani. And watch what happens since we're like that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Armthorpe and here we're like that.
But the thing is, there's so many skilled specialisms in this college. It's unbelievable the wealth of talent that we've actually got at the college. Whether it be within the arts or engineering, construction, painting, decorating, equine studies, forestry, every single area of business, we've got industry specialists delivering. So we are a massive provider. I think they're one of the largest providers for jobs as well within Doncaster. So we're huge, and the students we've got are really good. So, and we're always looking to work or provide lifetime work for the students. So this is how this all fits in. So this all goes into portfolios. Beth goes to university interview on Thursday and on Wednesday. Hopefully she don't go Thursday because she'll miss it. And then this is a discussion. She's worked and she's done this.
Good.
Been to Berlin. We were in Berlin last week. This
Were
time
you?
last week actually.
Berlin, eh? Very nice.
Well, why don't you bring them in? Why don't you take their portraits? Why don't they come forward for the next step? We've reached out to quite a few, but Robinson is one that needs to be involved.
Washington.
There you go. We'll get your face in it. That's what I said.
I don't think, as John tells you, I've got 2 projects I've asked him about.
He said he's scared of seeing you because
He's
got something he owes you or something.
Funny you should say that. I was down at council place down in town, you know, where, and this one of these gaffers, he's doing something for me, and you know, he introduced me to all gaffers. It's great stuff what they're doing for the village. And then this other guy I've done a lot for me. He goes, oh no, not bloody Dennis again. He goes, what's he want? And I said, can you remember about that look I want for that memorial? He goes, yes, I ain't forgot, 2 keys. See, I had to see him. Yeah. He fetched it straight back. So he good stuff.
Fear.
But like I said to you, when you meet people and you talk about it, and you don't expect, you do expect it being done, but you don't back of here. Yeah. But you ask them, and you think, well, let it sink in first, let them think about it, and then you ring them, and then you ring them, then you ring them until they get fed up, you ring us and they do it. But we've had a lot of laughs, me and Ian, and a lot more.
When people try and ring me, they don't get much joy, because I'm not at the phone ever.
Yeah.
So that's why I just get given these opportunities.
I mean, look at these, what you did for me, that round here, and that, different chats, different colours. You know, good stuff.
He is a good lad. Yeah, we'll have to give him that.
Hey?
So I'll have to give him that.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I've got no grumbles. I mean, what I've asked for, waited, but you've done it. Yeah. So you've not just done it for me, you've done it for Amthorpe. Yeah. Done it for miners. Well, I'm hoping when I say mine, I hope it's done for everybody. Yeah. You know, I'm hoping that I wish a lot more who'd not been in mining industry, they can come down and get involved. It'd be nice for them to get involved, because remember this, they might have some good ideas about something, you know, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, it's been the longest I've bloody sat though, I've got to say this for a long time. But talking and having my face put on a piece of plastic, is it plastic?
Wax.
Wax, you know, I mean at my age, you know, it's good stuff. It's
brilliant, and when they get cast into bronze.
Oh, God heavens. Could you do mine in gold?
Go.
Well, you don't dash, you don't get, do you? No.
Yeah, some things I can't give.
Do you know, I got to say this when I met you down at Centre when you come down. You know, I thought I'd be meeting you again. I don't know why.
Really?
Just, yeah. From a tuition, I don't know. I thought.
Legging it after you to say, yeah. What are you doing?
I bet you thought I'd better send for him. He can bloody talk, he can. But I was surprised though when you rang up.
Why?
I don't know.
I doubt you even knew it was going on, did you?
No.
You're so heavily involved in mining and stuff like that. There is going to be a big push soon. We keep saying this, but we're going to go for a big photo shoot to get a big catalogue of miners and people associated with mining. So in that particular style, so we've got an identity.
Yeah.
Because alongside this, we're looking at, I don't know if Laurence has mentioned, but we're looking at a book publication, we're looking at an exhibition, we're looking at going into the new museum when it's built as an archive, we're looking at hopefully being like a legacy, well it will be a legacy that we're creating. So we're creating something that's going to be left for the generations.
Well, I've got to say this for you. I mean, some people might not agree with me, which we've all got as opinions. But if you're going to do all that, I say good luck to you and get it done. Yeah. Because the miners do deserve it. Yeah, I think the miners, millions of miners, you know, from day one. Yeah, why not? Why should Donny have it? Yeah. That many pits. Donny were the main thing, we were satellites around it. Yeah. You know, we can all moan about this type of level. What are you going to do? Get on with it. Because I, for one, and I'd be 1,000 more, say, yeah, legacy. Yeah. You'll do it. Yeah. You'll do it.
And I'm Doncaster born and bred. I'd say I'd lived here all my life, but I went and lived in Germany. I've lived down in Norfolk for a few years because of my family of services. So we moved around, but Doncaster's home, and I think teaching in Doncaster as well, I've got young generations that straight away they've got a negative connotation of Doncaster. But do you know what? It's a good town, and it's got a lot of opportunity in it. It's whether you walk through and you say this is terrible, if you walk through and say this is opportunity. And I think being on board with this and pushing this with the students and making sure that students are involved with it as well, I think it's a massive thing. And if we can get 100, 200, 300, 400, who knows how many portraits we can get before the end of this project. But if the opportunity is there, I'll photograph. and we'll create. And we'll
If you don't keep students interested and show them what the miners have done, it'll be gone. It'll all be gone by for reading a book, an odd book, or like I say, like memorial grounds and bits and bobs like that. But
whenever I'm in here as well, my students, this is on in the classroom. So
Yeah.
this live feed is on in the classroom. So they know exactly what's
I mean, look at interest what went in that.
Yeah.
I was surprised when we come and we're seeing different ones because I wanted them all. Honest to God, when I seen them all, I thought, that'll do.
Yeah.
It was like United Nations, the one flag with all little bits in. That would have been great, but we come up with that and it sticks out and it's surprising how many it's flying around the country now.
Yeah.
Well, it's very
5
good.
minutes long.
What time is it now?
6 minutes to 3.
I'll go home and talk. Oh, she's listening to this. I'll go home and, well, she'll see me on here, won't you?
Go home and put it on.
I said, they mend me talk, Mary.
Me and Laurence have sat and watched probably an additional 6, maybe 7 hours of these after doing them.
Good job you're not doing a painting then, isn't it? Good grief. It nude. Yeah. But I did wake up though, so night. I tell my missus this, I said, I've been thinking, it says what? I said, you won't know. Lockers. Wooden lockers, what you throw in tubs, you know, and the steel lockers, there were a ring on it, and then they were just bark which yelled up, you know, and chucked them in. You know, a lot of alt lads will know about them. Then you had a wooden stang, you know, a big long wooden thing. A stang, call it a stang. It's a wooden thing about this high. It's square at bottom with a taper on it, and when tubs used to come off, right, you used to get it under, you know, and heave it up and shove it over. You call it a stang.
How do you spell that?
Well, stang.
S-T-A-N-G?
Yeah.
Good.
Stang, you call it a stang. Somebody might call it something different like we got. I mean, I never used to, we used to make D-links. Then somebody come to Peter Geordie, come to Pete, he's still alive, he's nearly 100. Call it a shackle. Well, I'd never heard shackle in my life, only D-link. Yeah. You know, yeah. Same thing, but different word. Ringer bar. That was same as a stang, but in steel. You know, I mean, about that thick, going down to a taper, then round. That was same thing, lifting things up or pressing down. Tools, what job? Yeah. You know.
What's your best memory from the mines?
My best memory, companionship, friends. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah. And my job, I love my job. It was interesting, it was hard work. I mean, don't get me wrong, we had a time where you could lay down if it was any other job, but when it was hard work. And I mean, we worked with the blacksmith shop, fumes from coke, then welding fumes and burning fumes, we had all that, you know, and yeah, but it was an interesting job, but interesting, especially when you worked in shafts. I mean, we've been in shaft 4 and 5 hours, even when it's been icicles in shaft, freezing, we've had to go and knock them down while we could go work in, you know, yeah. Good stuff. Everybody got to know what they're doing. Oh, that's how you fetch. That's how our fetched up, and then that's how you fetch young as well. You know, but I've got to say this, and I'll say it again. I know I said it. Our fetched up with some good old blacksmiths. Yeah. They were good. Yeah, they were good. Yeah, I've got to say that. They always, like I say, you did something good, you give you a pat on back here. You know, you know you'd done, made you feel proud, just took out. Yeah. Great stuff. I mean, when I first started, I walked in pretty hard and they called it butty men. I thought, bloody butty, I was thinking of bloody bread and jam or something, butty, you know. And they said something about what they worked out, putting these guys sort the money out, what yardies they've done or something like that. And
so what's that? I thought butty men would be sandwiches.
Yeah, it didn't.
You get a butty.
But I can't really talk. I mean, I only know a bit that what I can remember. I bet you get some more blacksmiths who'll tell you more about that. But all I understood it were you had these gangers down pit or charge.
Yeah, so you write butty men down.
Yeah.
Gangers and what was the other one? Stang.
Stang. Ringer bar.
Ringer bar.
Ringer bar.
Butty men.
Yeah, someone tell you a bit more than me, but that's why I understood it. You do some yardies down pit and they got paid extra money, and these butty men were paying them out. You know, at yard used to be see 5 or 6 men grouped in. You know,
So butty men, what were the other 2 words?
Stang.
Stang. And ringabout. I mean, I don't know what other pits.
What was the other word? You said the butty men would go to the...
When I was
Yardie.
started, it picked up, there were 5 or 6 men all stood in a group, all different, all over. And it said butty, I thought, bloody butty, bread and jam. You know, so I understand that these were charge hands or whatever down, whatever yardies they've done or whatever they've done, and these were given payment and they either paid them out or whatever, you know.
And they went to see the gangers, did you say?
Yeah, well, the butty men, what we call it, butty men, that's where if you could see somebody who knows a lot more about that than me, he'd tell you exactly. So you can ask them, next bloke what comes if he's old, or you can ask them and they'll tell you. In fact, I might phone Rolly Jones up tonight and ask him, because Rolly Jones, he were another man at pit.
Rolly Jones.
Why don't we do his head?
Eh?
Why don't we do Rolly Jones's head?
Well, he loved that, I think.
What's his real name?
Rolly Jones.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
I thought he'd be serious.
Gee.
I was like, wow.
Why don't you tell him about it then, and we'll put him on the...
Yeah. Yeah. You were a deputy, then you were other man. You know, and,
Love that. Rolly Jones.
Rolly Jones. Got his fist bloody.
I had to sign a lot of people into reception over the last couple of days for this sitting, and I went down to see Carmen. And I say to her, I says, the first name I got is Soggy, and she looked at me, she was like, Soggy. I was like, yeah, and she went, real name? I was like, no idea. People that I've known him for 30 years don't even know what his real name is. and then there was Soggy, then there was Stan, and she went, the surname? I went, no idea, nor does the person that's known for 30 years, it's just Stan.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? There's a lot of bad nicknames. And
Rolly Jones.
Rolly Jones, Rolly. Yeah. Now he could tell you all about bits, Rolly.
Well, get him in. Let's tell him, Dennis.
Yeah, I will. If you want him in, I'll ring you.
Yeah, we'll do Rolly.
Yeah.
We'll get another date, Laurence, and then...
Yeah.
Now he can tell you everything about bits.
Laurence is off on holiday for a month soon, so
Yeah.
we've got a bit of a gap between the next one.
When I had all these schools come, I had manager come down at Rolly Jones. We had certain people down at centre talking about, you know, they all went in groups of 4 or 5 with him, and they told them their job, what they did at pit, like I told them about blacksmithing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've just fetched a book out, which I've got one.
Is that the XP school?
Guess what?
XP school?
That's it, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. I did a talk to them.
Did you?
Yeah.
There's only one, I'm not going to say because it's on camera now. Great school, great people, and they come down, and you know what I mean, in 4 or 5, and they really liked it. I've got photos with manager on Mr. Bottom, and then the Rolly Jones, and me and Brian Hayes, you know. They loved it.
Who's that one? Brian Hayes?
Brian Hayes, aye.
What was he?
Well, he did different things down there. I've got to say this for him, I hope he's listening to this. Brian's gone through a life with cancer, heart attacks. He's just done a big major operation again, he's 74. And yesterday I phoned him up, and then he phoned me back. He said, sorry Dennis, I couldn't phone you up. He said, wife had a stroke.
Oh.
I thought, oh, he's only just had this operation a few weeks back. You know, me and his brother, his elder brother, him, he carried an oxygen bottle round with him. Died in agony, that lad did. That's what Pitt did for him.
Who else do you think needs to be photographed, needs to be involved, that we definitely can't miss out, that we can write down?
Rolly, it just depends who you want. Do you want
everyone,
tradesmen?
I
You
want
want tradesmen? Eh?
Anyone that's associated with mining.
Mining?
Everyone.
Oh, I can name you loads. Good
I
grief.
want you to go back to Onthorpe and I want you to say everything that this is about in terms of positive
I'll put it on that laptop tonight.
Yeah.
Will this be on, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the link on.
On
I'm
what?
Going to, in the next hour, I'm going to create a Facebook group for this.
Oh, yeah?
And then I can share that because it's been brought up several times that there's no kind of Facebook group for this. I'm kind of like diving into other groups, whereas if we could slowly start to centralise before we get the website going, then I think me and Laurence spoke about this quite a bit, and it's something that.
If I know I'm going to be on here 2 hours, he's going to go out and come in tuxedo. Oh, great.
So right, we've got CGI, we can put one on you. No, we haven't.
And I put my wig on. Yeah.
Can you imagine that, Dennis in a tuxedo?
Oh yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, why not? I can be.
Loads of photos of you like that.
I'll tell you this, and I'll tell anybody else. I wish I could win 50 million, 100 million, 300 million. I'd spend it. You always give it away, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Hey? You're very quiet, sweet. Is she? Very quiet.
Only for 1% of a laugh.
Is it? Oh, well, so anyway. No. So you're hoping to have 50 of these here?
Yeah.
50. Well, you've got to go a few. How many you got done now?
This will be 17th.
Oh, well, it's still to go then. I'll have a
Long old haul.
I'll phone them up tonight. Are you going to give me your number?
Me? Do I have to? You've got John's.
Oh, yeah, but I
heard you
can't get in
much.
touch with him. I leave messages, I leave all sorts. He never gets back.
I'll give you my email. There's no point ringing me because I won't answer. But I'll give you my email address, drop me an email and I'll get in
Fair
touch.
enough, yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, okay.
I'm an absolute
See
nightmare
yourself?
for phones.
Very good, that. Yeah,
You recognise yourself?
yeah, I know, yeah. Better looking than me, that.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Why not? Yeah, I think it's a good thing you're doing. I mean, we've got a lot of things going off at Village. And, well, it's like I say, for Doncaster, it's only been done years ago, but it's never too late, like I said, never too late.
And that's one of the things that we've got to be conscious of is it's a unified thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not a singular thing. So the banners are so singular in terms of individual identity.
That's right.
You kind of wanted to. There was no way to create a unified banner as such.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And
Yeah.
I think that was a conscious thing to try. I mean, Laurence discussed the banners, but it's what goes into a banner. Do you know what I mean? And like, as soon as you've got a banner, you've got something that everyone can associate with, but you've also got that thing whereas everyone's got their own. And that's a good thing in terms of the individual
Yeah, we've all got
bits.
their own. We've got ours, everybody's got their own, yeah. That's right.
So to get a unified one, you're on a hide into nowhere because you'd never be able to satisfy it. Whereas
this flag here, it's a one-off, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a one-off,
that one is.
Come from Danny.
Come from Danny College.
From yours, yes, from Costa College. Yes. That's right.
5 past Laurence.
Oh, right, okay.
Are you not rushing in with me nose, are you?
5 more minutes.
Very good. So what you say this will be on tonight then?
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
So if you go into YouTube,
Aye.
type in session 17.
Can you write it me down?
Of course I
I'm
can.
sick. These fandle things. Well, like you said though, Facebook, I mean, you can get across your
I
points.
can drop it onto your Facebook page, the link.
Yes, that'd be great. I'll show it to everybody then. Could I ask you something? Are you taking photos from me of that? Oh, well, that's good. That's nice. Yeah. Anybody who does me any work down there, I always like to take the photo. Yeah, well, why should people see what they're doing? And who's doing it? Yeah, it's... that's a good...
So go onto YouTube, type in session 17, Dennis Nowell, and you'll be on there.
Yeah, put it there, look, I don't forget it, eh? Yeah, very good. I says to her, now, can I keep this on? She says, no. You can't, Dennis. I thought,
Oh yeah, you don't want to mess about with Carmen.
no. But when I walked in, she says, Dennis. I thought, how does she know who I am? Because I've met a few more what's worked back. Because times I've been coming like for different things.
You might have met her. She's
Am I done?
got a fantastic memory. She's been here a long time as well, yeah.
Very nice you were, very pleasant to me, it was very good. You know, very, yeah.
They're all good in there. They're all... Do you only get the right people in the right jobs?
Yeah, usually. I mean, like I say, I mean, not everybody got a laptop, but I put it on what does things like what we're doing here and other things. I let people in our thought, know what you're doing. You're not just doing it for Dennis, you're doing it for all of us.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing it for the village. And we should be very proud of it.
How old are you, Dennis?
74.
Still, do you run?
Run?
Do you go to the gym?
Hello, what?
Do you go to the gym?
No, but with my body, good grief. I get up through 9, I got toilet, take 2 tablets at 1. I take 2 tablets at 1, 2 at 3 and 1 at 4. And the cracks, bones cracking, and strutting round, it's unbelievable. My missus is the same and all, because she had a hard job and we both worked hard all those lives. Yeah, we have. I mean, Ed were hard working kitchens at that time of day, years back. We used to have to carry big loads, big bags of spuds and things, you know, and it were hard work. Where's John now then? Has he gone home or?
I think he's back into another meeting. He'll probably be watching this.
Really? Just tell him them 2 things. Well, I'll phone him and have a chat with him about them.
Yeah, definitely. Give him a ring.
He
He's always got time, Dennis.
But he said to me, yes, we can do them 2 jobs, Dennis. But I don't want rushing them. I don't want him to rush them. Like, if they're ready for next Wednesday. Oh, I'm telling you, we've got all these names on these tiles, you know, who did memorial. It's a firm in Armthorpe, you know, what does window frames. They're putting them in between glass for me.
Round brand. Is it round brand?
Yes, down, yeah, that's right.
On industrial estate, aren't they?
Yeah, they're putting them in between glass. And so that means it'll always be clean, won't they? Weather won't get at him.
Yeah.
But if Lenny's listening to this, I've got to go down to Lenny and ask him, will he make me a 2 nice wooden frames to go around them? Because if he ain't got time, I'll have to come back to you. You do all that stuff, don't you?
Well, there'll be someone that can, not me.
Yeah, look, you've always got to get it out of him.
I'd love to be able to do joinery, but I have to draw.
You've got somebody here who can do a bit of joinery, can't you? If I can't get it done with Lenny, I mean, I'll have to comfort you. I can't whittle no wood up.
John's your man.
You say, I know. Show it on to John. Nice bloke though, isn't he? Same as you there. Nice bloke. Same as the council in town. Do you know, this guy in village, his dad worked at Pitts and this and that. And I wanted somewhere. And he asked me to go down. He took me in. I went in off and he shook all Gaffer's hands. It was nice that, wasn't it? You know, and great stuff.
You've got that cheeky face that can get you anything.
But I've got to say this. Yeah, over these years I've met that many people, you know, and scrounged things from all right round country, and then we've done that many raffles and people's donated, you know, old ladies and all. It's, you know, nice.
Because people can see the good in it though. It's not like you're not doing.
They can see. If they look at it now, they can see where it's got money's going and where it's been done. You know, same as these kids come down. A lot of people stop and have a chat with them, and I like to keep saying, have a walk in. Come in garden and talk to them face to face. That's what they want. They like that. Yeah. You know. But Jan sends about 3 or 4 a year. You know, about 16 to 17 of them comes. You know, they're 15 to 18-year-old lasses, and they all come from different places. You know, they don't just come. Yeah, it's good. Some of them has just met one another when they come. You know,
Yeah.
that's...
What do you reckon then, Danny? We there?
Nice. Are you putting my hair on or what?
So we put full wig on.
I just have one there.
Well, surely be people doing that when it's up.
It's them fast cars with no top somewhere, mine's going to blow off. Yeah, very good.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Good heavens. Wish our old man were here to see it, my mum. Aye.
Very good head you've got.
Hey?
Got a very good head, sir.
Think so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
I'll leave it up later on.
My missus said, what bloody big head. Yeah.
It's not as big as...
It shows you, though, on a 2-hour stint, what you can talk about, isn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon you could go for days then.
Good. Well, that's my missus. When we walk down, well, it's very rare we do, when we walk down, I can stop and talk to everybody. Especially Oldens, always wanted to have a little chat with him. Well, why not?
Yeah.
The people, you know, and all that some of them want you to say is, hey up, how you going, how you keeping, you know, what's the need, some of them, you know. Then I get other young'uns, you know, hey up Dennis, or things like that, and you can see pretty cheeky face, they want to tell you a joke, or something like that. That's what life's all about, isn't it? That's what about. And I love going picking kids up schools, all kids give me a 5. Yeah, oh yeah. And I'm not lying, on here they'll tell you why I'm going to do it, yeah, it's lovely.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, and I thank you.
Brilliant.
Really enjoyed it.
Great. No, you've been brilliant.
Thanks very much. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you, Ollie. If any more, I'll tell them.
Thank you. Please do.
I will.